Homeowners have lost 2.3 trillion. That's right, $2.3 trillion in home values. Now, I remember when everyone was saying,
Orlando, you know what? The low supply.
And look where we are today. Well, we're gonna talk about it, guys. My name is Orlando and welcome to the channel, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. But guys, we have to talk about this. The US homeowner has lost $2.3 trillion in home value. And guess what the catalyst is for that? Look, I'm gonna hold you on that one. That's the teaser. Come on, man! U.S. homeowners have lost $2.3 trillion in value since June peak. Now, guys, let's take a trip back. When June peak was happening, when I was telling people, please don't buy. Because if you buy, the chances of you losing value are pretty high. You can't expect things to still stay this high and continue to go up, and up. And people would say,
Orlando, what are you talking about, man? Are you crazy? Of course it's gonna go up 30, 40, maybe even 50% like it has before.
And I was scratching my head and being like, I don't get how this is gonna work. If the Fed continues to raise interest rates, it's gonna push down demand and people are gonna stop buying houses. Wouldn't that drop value? And people were like, no, actually that will raise value. Because remember, supply.
You ain't got the answers, man.
And I'd just be scratching my head and be like, okay. Hey, look, this is the deal, guys. You can buy a house if you want to. You can do whatever you want to. I'm just a guy on YouTube. But my point is I'm trying to give you some logic here to guide yourself through these troubled waters. And you know, hey, look, if you decided to buy a house, you're part of this $2.3 trillion in home value loss.
Ew, gross.
And that's unfortunate. But let's continue. It says the total value of US homes was 45 trillion at the end of 2022, and that is down 5%. Look at that. Look, and you gotta remember, guys, we are at the very beginning. And I know some of you guys in my comments are like, Orlando, this is taking too long, man. And I'm like, hey guys, you do know that we just started going down in the downward direction, maybe 4 months ago, 5 maybe? So you have to have patience.
Patience. Use the force. Think.
How long did it take us to get here, guys? How long did it take us to get here? 2 years to get to this point? And now everybody wants the market to just turn around in 1 month? In 2 weeks? Some people even want it so fast, they think,
oh man, in one day, the market will go back to affordable prices.
It doesn't work that way, guys. You have to have patience. And if you don't have patience in this market, when you saw in 2 years, the market rose to where it is now, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have a very, very hard time in this market. You have to have patience. And I cannot stress that enough. And let me also stress this. Every market is different, guys. I've said it over and over and over, and I will keep saying it. Do not overpay. No, but every market is different. Austin is different than San Francisco. San Francisco is different than Miami. Miami is different than New York. New York is different than Chicago. Every market is different.
Write that down.
And this is the reason why we see certain areas like, I don't know, a Boise or Austin or a Phoenix, they're getting hit really hard. And then someone will say to me,
Orlando, Tampa is not going down like Arizona.
And I'd be like, you do not realize these are 2 different locations on 2 different sides of the United States. You do know that, right? So why would you expect the same thing to happen in Tampa that's happened in Austin? It's crazy. But you guys, I just want you to think. You cannot expect that. Everything is going to move at a different pace in a different location. That's just what it is. We're looking at national numbers. I'm talking about national numbers. But until I say Las Vegas or Austin in a video, and I'm talking specifically about that city, then we're talking national numbers. And you cannot think to yourself,
Oh, well, this place is going down, so this is gonna go down.
don't do that. That's the problem. And this is the reason why I say sit on the sidelines with a purpose. Because if you're sitting on the sidelines with a purpose, you would know what properties are going down in your area, what the housing market in your locale is looking like. From record highs of $4.7 trillion in June. That's the largest June to December drop in percentage terms since 2008. This hasn't happened since 2008. You guys are seeing this trend of breaking records are getting close or comparable to 2008. And that's worrisome, guys. That is worrisome because you see exactly where we're going. Now, while total value in U.S. home has went up 6.5% from a year earlier in December, that's the smallest year-over-year increase during any month since August 2020. What happened in August 2020, guys? What happened? Look at this number. What happened in August 20? Oh man, that's right. That's when everything skyrocketed to a abnormal an abnormal price. This is according to Redfin on more than 99 million US residential homes. And then it shows the chart of it going skyrocketing, you know, and the value going up to this $45 trillion. And then you see this dip at the very, very end. And I want you guys to know that the reason for this loss in value that we're seeing that hasn't happened since 2008 is because people are sitting on the sidelines. They're deciding to themselves,
You know what? I'm not going to overpay for these homes. I'm not going to pay.
and they're not going to pay. Now, let's remember what caused people to decide, I'm not going to overpay. It wasn't the price. I know what you're thinking. Orlando, well, of course, it should have been the price. No, because if we take a look, if we just go back in time to 2020, 2021, when things were super high, that still allowed people to buy a home. They just thought to themselves, hey, I'm going to buy this home. I don't care if it's overpriced. They knew it was overpriced and they still paid $50,000, $100,000 over ask. They did that no problem. But you know what allowed them to do that? The interest rate. The interest rate allowed them to get into these expensive, overpriced homes that were unaffordable. They did the old used car salesman. Hey, you know, you want $300 a month? Hey, we can make that happen. That's what happened. But now interest rates are high. Interest rates could creep up into the 8%. That's the way it's looking, especially with the Fed deciding, you know what, we're going to continue to raise interest rates, which they should have been doing anyway. But the data came out and said, yeah, inflation isn't beat yet, so we're going to have to continue to raise these interest rates. And now that interest rates are at 7.2% at this current moment, people are thinking to themselves,
I'm not going to overpay for a home and pay high interest rates. Oh no, that's not happening. I'm not cool with that.
But I want you guys to really think to yourself. I want you to really follow this mantra. It's not about the interest rate. It's about the price of the home. The price of the home is what we're going for. We're not going interest rate. If you go for interest rate, you will overpay.
Garbage.
If interest rates come down and the price is still high, it doesn't matter. I want you to focus on price. I want you to focus on the property value. We've dropped the prices. Now we're talking. It doesn't matter if the interest rate is at that 7.2%. If you save $30,000, that is what I'm trying to hold on to. The housing market has been shedding value because home buyers' demand has waned, which has also caused home prices to fall from their peak. Did somebody say that? Did somebody just tell you guys, hey, it's really easy, guys. If demand drops, home prices will fall. And you know, some of these real estate agents were coming on my channel in the comment section saying,
Orlando, you're an idiot. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? With inventory so low, it doesn't matter if demand is non-existent. It's going to continue to raise.
Awkward. So awkward.
And I was, oh man, look at this. Now everybody wants to jump on board. Oh man, can you guys believe it? And listen, I say it all the time. This is common sense to me. Like, it really is. It's like, so you're telling me if no one wants to buy a home, home values will drop? Oh, wow. That's mind-blowing. Who would have ever thought of that? The median U.S. home sales price was $383,249 in January, down 11% from the peak, guys, of $433,133 in May, just up from 1.5% from January 2022. And here's the thing, guys, it's going to continue to go down. The demand is still going to be low. Interest rates are high and they're going to continue going high and prices will continue to drop. Remember, it's going to drop differently in different areas. But here's the thing. I want to show you guys the reason why I feel, and I know this is my opinion of why it's going to continue to go this way. Existing home sales down nearly 37%, almost 40% from a year ago. Sales of existing homes have fallen for a 12th straight month, with sales in January down a whopping 36.9% from a year before. The hit to the housing market reflects the Federal Reserve's effort to lower inflation by raising interest rates. Guys, this is what I'm saying. How many times do we have to go through this? 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th straight month of demand going down, downhill.
What goes up must come down.
We see the writing on the wall, and it's unfortunate that someone, and we've done stories on these guys that bought houses for $50,000, $100,000, some people even $250,000 over asking price, guys.
He got cooked.
They have overpaid for homes that much. And these guys are now seeing the loss in value. I just wish that they would have saw my videos previously and would have said,
You know what? I'm not gonna buy. I'm gonna hold off.
and this is the thing, guys. I want all of you guys to have home ownership. I think home ownership it's great, but at this point, it's unaffordable. And at this point, you have to find the best deals that you possibly can for you and your family. And I believe that prices will continue to go down, and you have to sit on the sidelines with a purpose. Guys, remember, before I end this video, do not overpay. As always, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video here, guys. It will have financial news, how to get into your first rental property, and the housing market insanity that's going on right now. I promise the information you get out of there will be gold. I will see you on the next one. Thanks.